Welcome. This is the unboxing of the Huawei P20 Pro for techtravelgeeks.com. The device has just arrived today. It's now available for purchase in the UK, and we've got one in-house to check out. Fairly straightforward packaging, white, covered in cellophane. Let's open it up. Ooh. Okay, so here we have it. Cardboard box with the Huawei logo and the writing P20 Pro embossed on the front with a slightly shiny finish to it. The Leica triple camera setup advertised on the front. Again, P20 Pro, white back, P20 Pro, and just the Huawei logo on the front. So that's all great, but let's get to the real stuff. Ooh, front of the device. All with screen protectors and content on it, that's great. You can see the fingerprint scanner at the front. And useful little plastic lip that helps you get it out of the device without having to tip it far. This looks as if it has a screen protector pre-installed. There's a notch there that we will look at a bit more in depth soon. The back of the device, this is a blue model. You can see my reflection there. Metal sides. It's just arrived from the courier, so it feels a bit cold. And coming up here, you can just see the red power button. You can feel it. It seems to be notched, it's textured. It's got something different from the volume rocker, and it's got this orangey red factor to it, so it's easy to see if you can see red and you're not colorblind. The SIM tray slot is there, and on the back we can see the Leica camera setup. Right, let's get into some in-detail unboxing. I am going to be using a 3SIM with this, but we'll get to that in a moment. Put this down here. Let's look at what else is in the box. So, this is the cardboard holder. Nice to see reusable materials, recyclable materials in there. SIM card ejector tool. And in here we have Huawei's earphones cable, which is USB-A to USB-C, and yes, as well as the headphones, we have a USB Type-C to 3.5mm audio adapter in there. And in this case, this is a UK model, a UK travel adapter. This is a travel adapter that has some fast charging capabilities that we'll talk more in depth about in the interview. Now, what's in here, apart from the handy SIM card ejector tool? So there's a bit of documentation, quick start guide, warranty card, and what's this? Oh, comes with a silicone case to get you started off. It's not Crocodile, but fairly straightforward silicone case which should keep the device safe in the first few days whilst you're busy on Amazon or AliExpress choosing which case, Crocodile case to get for you. At Tech Travel Geeks, at least one of us is very passionate about Crocodile as a material for your phone cases. Right, moving on, let's get this device at least started up. So I'm going to get a SIM card, one of my many out of my tooling, and let's take my SIM ejector tool out. So I'm going to leave the plastic on for now. Ooh, it's got a very premium feel in the ejector tool mode. And you can see the inside, they've put a similar detail into the red on the SIM card tray. Now this looks as if it is a device that takes a SIM card. So let's get the SIM card we have and put it in. So I'm going to use a 3 SIM card, 3 being my preferred network in the UK. And pop it in. So that's great. Right, let's switch this device on. Now here we have Huawei powered by Android. Let's see which layer of this screen protector I take off. So that it still has the screen protector on, but it had the application layer on the screen protector there. So this still has it. You can just see it. It's nice to have a screen protector already applied. MUI, Huawei's version of Android. And now that we have a white screen, we have very clear visibility of the notch. The notch, subject of much conversation on the internet. I'm going to choose English United Kingdom for setup. End user agreement. Would you like me to go through a 3-hour session where I go through this? Well, let us know in the comments or on Twitter. Tech Travel Geeks is our handle, and the comments either on YouTube or on techtravelgeeks.com. Now something seems to have happened. We're going to have to restart. That's interesting. So we got an error, a message from network settings that the network had sent us some network settings. Right, so it's restarting with the 3 logo. So it's identified that the SIM card we put into the device was a 3 one. It's now giving us 3 optimized firmware with network settings optimized for the 3 network. So, end user license agreement. I will agree, I trust Huawei, unlike the US government at the moment. Yes, let's join the user improvement program. Give Huawei even more of my data. Phone Manager Services Declaration. To provide you with the complete services, Phone Manager needs to connect to the internet. Okay, I'm okay with it. Wi-Fi Plus service, I agree. And weather service, I agree. The weather widget on Huawei's home screen is pretty nice. So we can connect to a mobile network, or we'll just do the setup on 4G. It's now checking for updates. So we're going to start this as a new device. Noticeable notch here. So it's obviously a new version of Android, Android 8.1. It's noticed that the color theme of the Google application is blue and has turned the status bar to blue. So excuse me whilst I enter my personal details, which I prefer not to share with the world. So it's very nice to type on. I'm enjoying this. And my password, which is super secure. Okay, so we've agreed to all the information. We're signing into our Google account here. Checking info, getting account info. Here we go. So Google services, yes. Yeah, I'm great for that. I'm going to set up a screen lock here, or we'll do that later. So Huawei ID we can set up later. Can skip that. So this is something that you can do is skip all this setup, but I would recommend making sure your phone's secure with either the fingerprint scanner or with a password of some sort, just in case. Now this is interesting. MUI has identified that Google Assistant is not optimized for the 18.9 or bigger aspect ratio, and it's offering to make it a full screen display thing. I'm not going to do it now because it may stop the whole setup, but yes, I am going to enable location history for Google Assistant. So I'm going to set up Google Assistant. This is good to do. OK Google. OK Google. OK Google. Okay, so that should be done. So now we're back to MUI. We've gone through the Google part of the setup. Let's get started. So this is 3's software in firmware. These are recommended applications to install. In this case, AliExpress, interesting. Not really interested in the Sports Ball or Spotify, Musical.ly, Groupon. No, I think we're going to stick with AliExpress. That's something I do want. Booking.com, very good travel, a very good travel app if you're looking to book hotels. Not sure what Wish is. Not interested in Yahoo Mail. Audiobooks from Audible. Now that is an excellent app. I do have an account, so I will ask for that to be there. I do like Microsoft Outlook, so I use that for some of my email addresses. BBC Weather, that's a good one too. So, nice selection of apps to install. Now, games. I'm not interested in Big Farm or Hopeless Heroes. Top Hatter. No, thank you. I don't want Top Hatter. So let's just finish here. And here we have the home screen. Huawei's own launcher.